Hello, 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 Dallas. How is everyone doing today? This is Saima Dillon, and you are tuned into Heart to Heart with Saima. You're listening to Dallas Market Update. I come to you every Thursday from 1 to 2 o'clock on Thursdays. If you live in Dallas, then you already know that we have been going through some chaotic weather over here, and we were hit by a winter storm, and we were homebound for literally हम 3 दिन तक we were just in the house. So today is the first day that I left my house and drove here to the radio station. So because I love doing my radio show, and generally usually मेरी कोशिश होती है कि जब मेरा रेडियो शो हो तो I am always here. um, so with that, I come to you, I talk about everything that I feel very passionate about. वो चाहे it's we are talking about real estate, or we are talking about just heart to heart, or we're talking about our life journey, we are talking about just things which come straight from the heart. So there are different things going on. One of the things is, we think that everyone is kind of sitting in this transition, and everyone is sitting there and thinking that the real estate market is going to crash, and there's just so much uncertainty. Everyone is sitting there thinking that, okay, you know what, I'm not going to go and buy right now, I'm actually going to wait and watch and see what is going on in the market. But I will tell you this, based on a lot of information that I have been reading up on, based on a lot of reports which are out there, it seems like, at least in Dallas, we are in a market which might not continue to be a seller's market. Or although even till this point we are seeing that we are going into multiple offer situation, we are experiencing sellers having defining exactly what they want to charge, what prices going up, sellers are defining what the rules should be, especially when you get into multiple offer situation. So Dallas real estate market, I personally feel, based on what I'm experiencing and based on what I'm seeing in the market, I am seeing that once we get into March, people have started stepping back into the game. So we did have another increase in the interest rates this week. There was an increase. People have been sitting on the sideline waiting and watching this increase in interest rates happen. And people have been waiting because there have been all kinds of really drastic thumbnails saying that the market is about to crash, this is about to happen, that is about to happen. So everyone was just kind of standing on the sideline and thinking, okay, should we buy, should we wait, what is going to happen? I have been, for the past 2 months, I have been, especially on the live stream portion of my real estate segment, I have been sharing with people, and I have been telling people that, you know what, this here is a window of opportunity. This is an opportunity for people who have the holding power, people who have the ability to hold on to their purchase, to go in there and to buy. Real estate investors, this is the time, if you have the holding power, this is the time for you to go out and take advantage of the opportunities which are there in that we are seeing, especially on the residential side of real estate. So this is the time for you to go and for you to buy. You have to have the holding power. You buy, you hold. And what a lot of people are doing right now is they are doing a 1 year, a 12-month fixed interest rate, which means that after 12 months, the interest rate will be something different in the second year. It will be different in the third year. But what we are hoping to accomplish from this, We are hoping to accomplish that you're going to refinance after this 1 year. People say that, but that's not etched in stone, right? But then nothing is. That's what life is. Life is about taking chances. You roll the dice, you try, you experiment. And that's what my investors who ended up making that decision and taking the plunge, and they did end up investing, they came out so in the positive when they invested in real estate in 2020 and 2021 and 2019, 20. I know there was a huge slump with COVID, with everyone was kind of just on a pause. Real estate market had just, everything had stopped, right, when COVID started, 2020. But end of 2020, 2019, end of 2010, 2021, right there, that was people who bought during this time. They literally, what we have seen in Dallas Fort Worth, we've seen up to a 45% appreciation. So tremendous appreciation. People are thinking, okay, you know what, the market is going to crash and that's when we are going to buy. Honestly speaking, folks, I don't really see that happening. um, I mean, we are already seeing that builders are giving out incentives. Builders have dropped prices. Builders have bought down interest rates, so they're giving phenomenal interest rates. What I have for you, I have townhomes. So they're in Frisco, very hot market, especially since the announcement of Universal Studios that they are going to be coming in Frisco. So construction is going to start, and it's going to be an ongoing process over the past 3 to 4 or 5 years, right? During that construction process, Universal Studios is coming very close to PGA headquarters. So PGA headquarters is there. Universal Studios is coming there. Omni Hotel is under construction over there. There is the $1 billion mile, which is right there as well. So the amount of construction which is happening, people are jumping back because people are people who were on the sidelines sitting there thinking, oh, we're going to wait for this housing crisis, which everyone is talking about, which all the reports are showing, we're going to wait for that crisis and then we are going to step in to buy. They have started making a move. So right here, millennials. So 92% of millennial home buyers say that inflation has impacted their purchase plans, but most are plowing ahead anyways. This is what a study shows. So millennials who are roughly between ages 27 and 42, and they are in their prime of home buying years, because they're the prime buyers right now, millennials. While the combination of high home prices and rising interest rate has caused affordability issues for many buyers, but the situation is gradually changing and it's improving. So the Frisco housing market is very competitive right now. Homes in Frisco receive around 2 offers on average, and they sell in around 51 days. Get this, okay? I'm talking about Frisco. The average sales price of a house in Frisco was $721,000 last month. It was up 11.7% since last year. So although we have seen prices drop, but when you still compare year to year, when you do the year to year comparison, prices on a year-to-year basis are still up. 11.7% prices have increased in Frisco. The average sales price per square feet in Frisco is $234, which is up 8.8% since last year. There were 176 homes which were sold in December of last year, which was down from 229 the year prior. But that's still a very high number. And the other thing that has been happening is it's not just when you compare from year to year, from December of 21 to December of 2022, you are seeing that in 21, 229 homes sold in the month of December. And when you compare it in 2022, 176 homes sold. But here's what the thing is, this is not an indication that, oh, it went down severely. No, there's a supply issue as well. There's a shortage of homes in Dallas Fort Worth. That is what Dallas Fort Worth is going through. It's going through a shortage of homes. If I have clients who are strictly wanting to buy in Frisco, okay? So the thing here is, if you are wanting to buy, I'm telling my clients, hey, make a move. If you are wanting to buy, make a move and buy now. Because your purchasing power is going to decrease if you don't make a move right now. It's going to impact your ability to purchase whatever it is that you're wanting to buy, because it's going to impact your payment. We had another interest rate increase, right? Which means the payment is now going to be a bit higher, because Federal Reserve is trying to curb inflation so we don't go into a recession. Now, it's not just that, right? The one thing which will drastically impact everything that is going on is also jobs. But if you look at Dallas Fort Worth, you will see that the amount of corporate relocations, which, so for example, as far as Sherman, I was in Sherman the other day for a client. And in Sherman, the amount I spent a few hours with some commercial real estate agents over there who are selling land. It's just great to see what is going on in Sherman, Texas. If you are thinking of investing in land and you want to hold this long term, or you have the flexibility to be able to work from anywhere, Sherman is a great place to be. Intel has been in talks with the city of Sherman. They have been back and forth multiple times. So the news is that we are expecting Intel to open up an office, or something is going to happen in Sherman. The amount of construction that is going on, there's still time, there's opportunity for you to be able to invest in Sherman, Texas. So Frisco, coming back to Frisco, Frisco only has 10% of land left. 10% of land is left in Frisco. So anything that is coming up in Frisco, it is higher up in price. And I've been talking to different sales representatives for some different builders. And they've been telling me that, you know what, anything that is even coming in Little Elm or the Colony, which is anything that is bordering with Frisco, everything is going up in price because land has become more expensive. If you are one of those people, so first of all, you can go onto my website, which is www.saimadillon.com. So www.saima, S-A-I-M-A, Dillon, DHILLON.com. You're able to go on my website. I do my shows, everything does get uploaded. Everything gets uploaded onto my website, saimadillon.com. You're able to email me at vip@saimadillon.com. You are able to reach out to me, send me a text message, and we'll set up a time and I'll call you back. So you're able to reach out to me at 972-244-3106. 972-244-3106. You can send me a text message and then I can call you back. Let me know what your purpose is, what your intentions are. I've been in real estate for over 18 years. This is Saima Dillon. I came to the US as a student. I came to and lived in Fort Worth for a few months went and studied at UT Arlington. I have my undergrad. I have my degree in finance from UT Arlington. Um, I've lived in Fort Worth. I've lived in Euless. I've lived in Grapevine. I've lived in Richardson, Murphy. Past 15 years, I have lived in Frisco. I used to drive to Plano from Euless when when there was no 121. It was all just this, highway, 2 lane. I used to drive. I've seen the growth, the growth spurt, the amazing development which is going on. Now, you can be one of those people who wants to sit there and you say, oh gosh, I don't want, Universal to come here, or I don't want PGA to come here, and I don't want this to happen. 18% people last month, in the last 3 months, 18% people were searching to move out of Frisco, which is perfectly fine. But Frisco has been the number one city which people have been sitting and searching for from California to relocate to. So whether you're against this growth or you are for it, it's irrelevant, because it's going to happen irrespective. And that's how it is. And if you are one of those people and you don't like this growth that is happening, reach out to me. 972-244-3106. Reach out to me. Let's sell your home in Frisco or Plano and take advantage of the appreciation and the growth that has been going on. Take advantage of it. Cash out. And then let's take you to another city which is in the path of all this growth and development, and get you somewhere where, that Frisco was maybe, 20, 25 years ago. Change everything, change the dynamics. And when the time changes, and if you move to a place like Sherman or Greenville, at that point you do the same thing, right? Because growth is just going to keep on happening. There is just so much going on in Dallas Fort Worth. It is a very happening Dallas. Dallas is the number 4th city. Dallas is the number 4th city. So Zillow predicts Dallas to be the number 4th hottest housing market in the US for 2023. One more time. Zillow predicts Dallas to be the number 4th hottest housing market in US for 2023. There are all different kinds of options available in Dallas. There are townhomes available, which are low maintenance, active. This is in McKinney. Townhomes in McKinney, close to 75 and 121. Located close to the historic downtown McKinney shopping center and restaurant district. The price range is in the mid 400s to high 400s. Builder is offering 5.5% interest rate. Builder is giving around $10,000 in flexible spending. It's giving 36 months of free Wi-Fi. And again, price range is between mid 400s to high 400s. If you're looking in Frisco, if you are interested in buying in Frisco, there are some townhomes in Frisco which are there in the mid 550s to high 550s. These are townhomes which are in Frisco. They are great. It's a great opportunity for investors. It's a great opportunity for investors in Frisco, townhomes close to Tollway, close to Frisco Star, close to Stonebriar Mall. I have multiple investors who have invested here. Builder will sell to investors. There's no restriction. you'll be able to make between 32 and 3,500 in rent, close to Frisco Star. Great rental opportunity, and these prices are just going to keep appreciating. I did a Facebook Live. I showed another townhome in Frisco. If you go on to Saima Malik Dillon, my Facebook page, and just check on my Facebook page, or you go on to my business page, which is under Saima Dillon, you are going to see, these different videos that I make of different real estate, different opportunities which are available for sale. Frisco just has 10% left. If you are looking to buy and your budget is in the low 300s, I do have a builder in Little Elm which has this price range in the low 300s. Still an opportunity to buy. They're giving around $10,000 in builder credit towards closing costs. It is in the low 300s. It is around 5 miles from PGA, very close to 380, around 5 miles, between 4 or 5 miles from Tollway, very close to 380. Yes, there's a lot of construction going on 380, but this is where the opportunity lies, right? This is the time when builders are giving deals, builders are giving opportunities. This is, I was doing a search for clients in Frisco yesterday. They said up to 700,000. There were only around 20 homes. This is the time to make a move if you are thinking of buying and if you are wanting to move in and around the Frisco area. That's an opportunity. So there's a lot going on, on the construction, on the commercial real estate side. Commercial real estate, everything, especially office space, is being redefined. People are expected to now start going back to work. They've been working from home. People thought they'll be just now working from home. So there is a lot of office space which is available. But again, in commercial real estate, office space is being redefined. And that's what life is. Life is just all about change. It is about, making a move. It's about adaptability. It's about adapting to your circumstances, adapting to your surrounding. And that is what life is all about. Whether it comes to our work, it comes to our personal life, everything is about adaptability. Your life change is just one step away. Sometimes you just turn around and you do one thing which is different. And that one thing can change the dynamics of your whole life. And, I'm all about change. I've been changing since 2016. Many things in my life that I thought were going to be, a constant, and they were not a constant. And so much has changed. So lots of adaptability. And, once you start embracing whatever is coming your way, I think life will just keep hitting you, and it will keep hitting you, and it will keep hitting you, because it's forcing you to change, and you are not wanting to change. So it keeps hitting you until you actually start embracing what it's sending your way. You're listening to Saima Dillon, www.saimadillon, SAIMADHILLON.com. Send me an email, vip@saimadillon.com, SAIMADHILLON. So vip@saimadillon.com. Email me your questions, and I will see you after the break. Thank you for being. All right, so let's see. Um, the weather in Dallas, is has been it's been snowing, and Dallas in Dallas we are not really equipped for. Um, it's not just snow; it's it turns into ice. So सड़कों के ऊपर there's sleet. So in Dallas we are not really equipped for that. So when something like this happens, the city shuts down. So for the past 3 days, the city had shut down, and we were just in the house, sitting there watching movies, Netflix, spending time with the family, cooking more, and cooking more. So, today is the first day after 3 days that I actually left the house. Driving very slowly, driving carefully. So, thank you everyone who's been watching. Fakhar Yusuf, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. Hey Liaquat, how are you doing? Salman, belated happy birthday to you. Nadeem Virani, thank you for being here. Hey Shabina, how are you doing? Farhad, thank you for being a part of my show. तो कैसे हैं आप लोग and what is going on in your life, especially the Dallas people? Are you homebound and stuck in the snow just like me? um, तो other than that क्या चल रहा है आप लोगों के साथ? तो हमारी ब्रेक अभी 2 मिनट और हैं हमारी ब्रेक में. We have 2 more minutes before we go back into the show. And you know ha, ha, ha. So um, I just have, I have just been spending time trying to think, trying to see what changes to make. I'm always trying to work on my myself as well as my business. हर चीज के अंदर I'm always trying to see what change to bring, what I can do differently. So that's what's going on in my life. I've just been spending a lot of time with my daughters, and so you know, that's me and my life. तो कुछ real estate के अंदर चीजें, watching the market, um, watching. Let me show you actually. Um, let me show you the snow. Let me walk around the studio and show you. Okay, ready? Look at that. Um, so look how beautiful it is. And we're on the ninth floor. हमारा जो radio station है, studio. And look at how nice it is. Look at all these um, bridges, and I just find this so fascinating watching. Look at all this snow, छतों पे snow है, roads के ऊपर snow है. How cool is that? So, you know, I just love watching all this, and I love to stand here, and मुझे बहुत मजा आता है गाड़ियाँ देखना. और अभी of course snow दिख रही है. So we're gonna walk back because I think हमारी break खत्म होने वाली है. So uh, 40, oh actually break खत्म हो चुकी है. So let me put this back and we go back in. Welcome back. That was a short break, and break के अंदर just you are listening to Saima Dillon on Radio Caravan. Join the Caravan. .com पे आप जा सकते हैं, and you're able to listen to me from anywhere in the world by going on to jointhecaravan.com. उसके अलावा the number to the studio is 214-817-3333. I know the Dallas weather has been a bit crazy, so not a lot of cars on the roads, but I did drive here. It is, it is a 30-minute drive. And I was just driving slowly. So, everything seems to be fine. And we've been talking about in the first 25 minutes of the show, we've been talking about real estate and what is going on in the world of real estate. There's only 10% land left in the city of Frisco. And if you are looking to buy in Frisco, then this is the time for you to make a move before the market really picks up in the next few weeks. I have been saying for the past few months on my radio show that this is a short window of opportunity, and I'm still saying that this is a short window of opportunity. Interest rate did jump another point a few days ago because the Fed is trying to bring balance to curb the inflation so that we do not go into recession. But ये वो टाइम है जिस टाइम के अंदर, स्पेशली इफ यू हैव द पावर, इफ यू हैव द लिक्विडिटी, इफ यू हैव द money, this is the time when majority of people who become millionaires through real estate, they do become millionaire in real estate during recession, because this is there are different opportunities available during that time. And if you have the buying power, this is the time for you to buy. A lot of people, what they are doing is they are buying with a fixed 1 year interest rate. And what they are planning on doing is that after that 1 year, they are going to refinance. We are hoping that interest rates are going to go down. Again, yes, this is what we are expecting. Does life always work out the way we expect for it to? No, it does not. But then that is life. So, we roll the dice and we play, we gamble, and we take some calculated chances and calculated move. And we hope that the choices we make and the chances we take give us the results that we are hoping for. So, you're listening to Saima, and you're able to go onto my website, which is www.saimadillon.com. You are able to email me at VIP, like Victor, India, Papa, at saimadillon.com, SAIMADHILLON. You're able to call me, send me a message on 972-244-3106, 972-244-3106. Text me, let me know what you're looking for, what you're trying to accomplish. Leave me a voicemail, call me, and I will get back to you. And we can discuss. We can get on a Zoom call. I came to the US as a student. I lived in Fort Worth. It's been decades. I studied at UT Arlington. Dallas is home. I consider myself to be a Texan, a cool Texan. Um, you know, uh, Dallas is home for me. I've spent so much time here. I've been doing real estate in Dallas Fort Worth since 2004. I got my license in October 2004, a few weeks before my daughter was born. इतना वक्त हो गया है. I love what I do. I love real estate. I love heart to heart. I love touching lives. Which I real estate ho, which I मेरा पॉडकास्ट हो या मेरा रेडियो शो हो, वो चाहे मैं खुद हूँ. मुझे बहुत लोग समझाते हैं, ऐसे नहीं वैसे नहीं, बिकॉज लोग क्या कहेंगे, इसी दुनिया में रहना है, लोग क्या कहेंगे. बट वो मेरे से हजम नहीं होती है चीज़. मेरा चीज़ों को देखने का नज़रिया बहुत मुख्तलिफ है. मैं ये फील करती हूँ कि अगर मेरा सोल इज़ नॉट एट पीस किसी चीज़ के साथ, तो आई कैन नॉट लिव विद माई सेल्फ. मेरा कॉन्शियंस ही मुझे जीने नहीं देगा इफ़ माई सोल इज़ नॉट एट पीस विद माई सेल्फ. तो मेरे लिए बहुत ज़रूरी है लाइफ में कि मैं अपने सोल की, मैं अपनी रूह की, मैं अपनी आत्मा की बात सुनूं. It's very important for me. And that's where heart to heart comes in. And that's where, whether we're doing real estate, I love what I do. And it's my work, it's my passion. It's also something that helps me run my home. You know, as a single mom, uh, this is what is my livelihood. This is what helps me take care of my daughters, my home, my family. Um, Highs देखे हैं, lows देखे हैं. We have seen it all in this world of real estate. You know, अरूज भी देखा है, जवाल भी देखा है. हर तरह का वक्त देखा है. And past few years of my life have been very difficult. They have been very challenging. Um, I think कुछ भंवर में मैं थी, जिधर चारों तरफ से there were challenges. And अब I feel कि you know um, I'm in this boat. ये कश्ती में मैं सवार हूँ, जिसमें I have my daughters with me. And there was a point where I felt like I was rowing by myself alone, and I was the only functional person in my house. We went through a few rough years, but now इतनी जद्दोजहद के बाद, इतनी मेहनत के बाद, इतने वक्त के बाद, वो वक्त आया है जिधर my daughters are becoming my support system. And now that I'm rowing that boat, I no longer feel that I'm rowing it alone. I feel that there are three of us rowing that boat. And I see, the shore. मंजिल सामने नजर आ रही है, किनारा नजर आ रहा है. And it makes me feel, they do say, right, कि हर अंधेरी रात के बाद सुबह दोबारा से होती है, सूरज निकलता है, रोशनियां होती है. And it is true, but जिस दौरान वो अंधेरा छाया हुआ होता है, उस दौरान आप जिस इम्तिहान से गुजरते हैं, आप जिन चैलेंजेस से गुजरते हैं, वो चैलेंजेस सारे आपको कुछ ना कुछ सिखा रहे होते हैं. My daughter, and I feel my girls are extremely wise, and I think life has made them very wise. My older daughter, who's 21, she recently shared something with me which I found to be very insightful. And she said, Mom, life is going to keep shaking you and moving you and jolting you. उस वक्त तक जिंदगी आपको शेक करती रहेगी, जिस वक्त तक आप उस चेंज को embrace नहीं करेंगे. The change that is meant to become a part of your life. And we keep fighting it, right? We keep trying to fight change. We keep trying to hold on to what we are familiar with in life. And we keep holding on to it. And we keep trying. But we don't realize that life keeps hitting you and hitting you and hitting you, because life wants you to change. Life wants you to let go. Life wants you to, move on, because when certain doors close, other doors open for you. And that is what life is, shaking you and moving you and jolting you, right? We don't realize it, and it's very difficult. It's very difficult to let go of what we are familiar with. And it took a long time for me to shake it off. But, embracing change, and yes, you do go through, it hits you hard in your guts, that change. But when you embrace it, you just don't know what is waiting when you leave certain things, whatever it is that's not working out in your life. When you leave those things behind, different doors open for you. We think that, what lies ahead is going to be worse than what you're going through, so we keep holding on. But that is not true. Has so much to do with our own energy, our own belief system. I always say the universe is just so similar. People, regardless of our color, regardless of our cultures, regardless of our religions, we are all just so similar than different. I think the universe was created colorful because colors are so beautiful. We were not meant, the, the universe was not meant to have uniformity. It wasn't meant to have uniformity because uniformity is dull, it's boring, it's stagnant. It's very, very difficult to embrace change. But change is amazing. You are one step away from the dynamics of your life just changing 360-degree. Some amazing door opening for you, some wonderful things happening in your life. You are just one step away from amazing things happening in your life. Like I said earlier, past few years have been the most difficult years of my life. I would say a decade. A decade. It's been a roller coaster. It's been hard. But once you make that choice that, what, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to keep striding forward and keep putting one foot in front of the other. And you know what? Only good is going to happen. Changing your energy, changing what your energy is attracting. Because it has to do with that core in your heart, in your soul. The law of karmic balance. This is what my mentor taught me. Law of karmic balance. Whatever you put out there comes back to you. In the world of real estate, when you step out and you are wanting to buy that home where you are going to spend the vast majority of your life in that home is your sanctuary. It needs to bring you happiness. Your sole purpose right there should be to focus on the fact that what you're about to buy should bring you the best of the best in your life. That should be your only focus, the biggest investment that most people make in their lifetime. Your focus should be that it is the place that brings you the most joy and happiness. The law of karmic balance. My mentor taught me, if you put something, whatever it is, you're asking for, you ask other people for, you ask and you want to be given, the attitude where you keep thinking, what is in it for me? What can I get from other people? What can I take from others? That attitude means that the vibrations you're sending out, the energy you're sending out is exactly what's going to turn around and ricochet back to you. We don't want that to happen. Give. Become a giver. Instead of that mindset, what is in it for me? Be a giver. Learn to give, because when you open your hands to give, it's all going to flow right back tenfold. Change your mindset from thinking, hey, what are you giving me? What else are you giving me? What more can I take from people? What can I take from everyone around me? Change your mindset so that the universe can just shower you with amazing, amazing blessings and amazing things that you have never dreamt of. It's a 6-year long journey. And now I enter the 7th year of this change, of this, working on myself, working on my energy, changing away from the mindset, what is in it for me, to what can I do for others? What can I give others? Everyone is different. Everyone's capacity to give is different. this is what works for me, to share my journey, to touch lives. Um, some people are out there in the field and they work hard, and hats off to them. Other people use different skills or different opportunities to be able to touch lives. And for me, this is what this platform, radio, podcast, this is what this platform is for. Whether I do real estate, I want to do the best for my clients. If you are out there, you are new in the Dallas Fort Worth area, message me. VIP@simadillon.com. You have any questions about the Dallas Fort Worth? You're thinking if you should move here. We can do Zoom calls. We become very creative in what we do. Zoom calls, Facebook Lives, making videos, going out there, showing you homes through video conferencing, through FaceTime, through WhatsApp. You know, um, if you are thinking of moving to Dallas Fort Worth, reach out to me. Tell me, how can I be of assistance to you? How can I make this journey easy for you? I have been in Dallas Fort Worth for around 3 decades. I love being here. Dallas for me is home, because home is where the heart lives, and my heart lives in Dallas. That doesn't mean that if life opens different doors, different opportunities, that I will not take them. I will. But I've spent the amount of time I have spent in Dallas is, studied here. My girls were born here. Uh, just so much life was spent here. So Dallas is home. VIP@simadillon.com. My website is www.simadillon.com. If there's anything I'm able to do for you and you're thinking of moving to Dallas Fort Worth, I can answer any questions, DM me. Um, Reach out to me. You're considering relocating. Been working with people for over 18 years. These are lifetime relationships. It's not just work. It's, yes, it is work because it helps me run my household. It's my livelihood. Take care of my family. But I love what I do. We work from the heart. We do what we think is best for the client. When you are working with real estate agents, your number one priority when you're working with real estate agents is to make sure you're working with people that you can trust, that will do the best for you in the background. You don't know what's happening in the background. You don't know the prices that you're paying. But when you work with trustworthy people, they do make sure. I recently was working with a client, and by the way, my number is 972-244-3106. I was working with a client, and we were buying a condo for their son, for their young son. And, my clients already, we had lost quite a few multiple offers. And I was constantly keeping in touch with this particular real estate agent who was selling a package of 3 homes. But I constantly kept on messaging them, hey, just sell us that one, because that boy just loves that one condo. We don't want the other two. And because of the rapport we built, the agent reached out and said that he was able to convince the seller to just sell that one unit. When I texted and to shared with my clients that, you know what, he, the, you know, the this is that they've agreed to it. My client said you can go up to this price above the asking, just so that they will sell us the unit, because this is what my son loves. But when I started negotiating with them, and I put a number which was much less, $20,000 less than the okay that my client had given me. And I was just shooting in the dark because I wanted to do the best for my client. And when the other agent came back and shared with me that, you know what, they're going to take this price. This is where trust comes in. This is where the fact comes in that you want to do the best for your client. And I went there and I shared with my client that, you know what? Not the price that you were giving, I was able to get it for $17,000 less than what you were asking for. And my client was just baffled because they really wanted that unit. They were ready, they would have gone even above what they had okayed me. And I was able to get it for 17,000 less. So sometimes that happens. The bottom, so I'm not talking about, okay, I did something amazing. What I'm saying is it is about trust. You're about to make the biggest investment of your life. Real estate, home buying is one of the biggest investments of people's lifetime. Work with people you can trust. The mindset shouldn't be, what can the real estate agent give me? The mindset should be that, hey, I trust them and I know that I'm working with someone who is honest, has integrity, and they are going to do the best for me. And that's what life is all about. It's the law of karmic balance. Whatever you put out there is what comes back to me. In my real estate experience, I've seen that people who are the most difficult, that because of their difficult energy, their transaction just becomes complicated and difficult, and everything just becomes complicated for them. But people who are easygoing and they know they're working with trustworthy, reliable people who know what they're doing. I've been doing real estate for 18 plus years. Residential real estate, it's something, you know, that I've done forever. Commercial real estate is something where every transaction is different. Everything that we work on, whether हम hotels पे work कर रहे हो या leasing के ऊपर work कर रहे हो, जिस चीज पे भी हम work कर रहे होते हैं, every transaction is different. So if you are out there looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, do reach out to me, vip@saimadillon.com. You can reach me at 972-244-3106. I'm in the last minute and a half of the show. I come to you every Thursday. You can listen to me from anywhere in the world on www.jointhecaravan.com from anywhere in the world. If you're in your car, 104.1 FM, 700 AM, you can listen to me from anywhere. I believe in touching lives. Whatever I do, I believe in shedding this baggage off my shoulders. The more I shed, the lighter I become, the more at peace I am. Other people's expectations, log kya kahenge, padosi kya kahega, rishtedar kya kahenge. You know what? The more I shed it, the more I'm at that place where I need to just live with myself, be with myself, make sure I'm taking care of me. If I make mistakes, I make mistakes, and it's okay. I get up and I keep going, and that's okay in life. The more baggage I shed, the lighter my life becomes. The more I feel connected to my Creator, the more my soul is at peace. You're listening to Heart with Saima, 972-244-3106. Email me at vip@saimadillon.com. There are some townhomes which are being sold to investors. Call me. Have an awesome day. Stay safe. All right. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for being a part of my journey. आपका आप मेरे साथ रुकते हैं, आप मेरा साथ देते हैं. आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. Stay safe, stay well, and thank you for being a part of Heart to Heart with Saima. All right. Thank you, everyone on LinkedIn and YouTube. If you have any questions, DM me.